Hello, my crystal fairies. Welcome to another video. My name is Lavender Gray, and I'm here with a tarot reading. So today we're doing a love reading. I have some oracles picked out for you. We're going to be doing person A, person B. I'm thinking this side is your person, this side is you, but it can be mirrored. That's totally okay. We have a little breakdown for the reading. First, we're going to look at who they are, which is what the oracle cards are for. I've got the Archetypes deck, the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit Guide, and the Enchanted Map oracle. Then we're going to look at the energy between you with the Mystic Mondays tarot. This is a deck. This is a deck I just got, and it's so pretty. Look at the iridescent shimmer on it. I'm really excited about it. We're going to look at the dynamic between you, how you will meet or how you have already met, the attraction between you two, what is attractive about each other, what your intimacy will look like, get a little bit spicy, and then the potential of your relationship, and then we're going to bust out the Cosmic Creatures deck for some guidance. So, without further ado, let's get into the pile selection. First is pile number 1 with this Angel Aura Quartz. Pile number 2 with this Smoky Quartz. And pile number 3 with this Strawberry Quartz. Now take as much time as you need to decide which pile draws to you. It could be all of them, it could be none of them, whichever one your eyes keep drawing to, whichever one your gut is telling you. That is probably the pile that has a message for you. You can pause the video if you like. You can put your hand over each of the piles on the screen, see if you feel any tingling or heat or anything like that. If you would like some randomization, I have a D4. Number 2. So if you're not sure where to start with pile number 2. And without further ado, let's get into it. Hi there, pile 1. If you chose this Angel Aura Quartz, then this reading is for you. I am very excited. I haven't done a reading like this before, so we'll see how it goes. But first, let's take a look. Tiger, the Poet, and Dragon's Lair. Now, I didn't practice how I wanted these cards to be laid out, so give me a second while I figure that out. I was hoping I'd have room in the middle to do the tarot cards, but we might have to clear them, and that's okay. Okay. Ooh, you know what? That doesn't look too bad. Okay, so this is your person. Should I do yours as well? Let's do it. How are we doing? Okay, we've got Crow, the Mother, and Stormfields. How's that? Ooh, yeah, symmetry. Okay, it's not perfect, but that's okay. Nothing ever is. Okay. So, this person is very powerful, and they're very artistic, and they are able to create something out of nothing. They have weathered storms. They have gone through hard times, and their suffering has been crystallized into golden wisdom. They've gone through this dragon's lair. They've slayed dragons. They have there's like glowing eyes down here in this cave. That's pretty cool. But this person has overcome a lot of struggles. They might be dealing with chronic illness or chronic pain. But they are very strong, very grounded, and they really like to create. They might be a poet or an artist of some kind. They might be feeling really tired lately and just like dragged down by the weight of the world because they feel responsible for the world. They feel as if like they can save the world, which you can only do what you can control, and not that you can't make a difference in the world, because you definitely can, but I think they might shoulder too much of the world's burden onto their shoulders. I said shoulders twice, but that's okay. They could get flustered really easily, like my cheeks are hot. They might be blushing a lot around you. They might be just feeling very they feel a certain type of way when they're around you. So they do know what they want. The tiger is a hunter, right? You set your sights on what you want and you chase after it and you kill it and eat it. Um, um, but they want you. They know that they want you and they're on the freaking prowl for you. Um, yeah, they're a hunter. They know what they want. They might not, well, they might actually be very specific with what they want, and they might have been manifesting you into their life, where someone who is going to meet them at their level. And we have Crow here with you, someone who is very smart, very clever, um, and they realize that about you, and they see that in you, and they want more of you. They want more of you in their life. They want to be texting you more often, calling you more often, hanging out with you more often because you are a welcome balm to their tortured soul. Like they're so used to maybe they struggle with a mental illness and they're just so used to dealing with dragons. They're just great adversaries and obstacles in their life that they see you as someone like really good and a really positive force in their life and they want more of it. You're sort of like a relief from the shit that they're dealing with. You're like a breath of fresh air to them. Let's see, over here we have the Mother, Stormfields, and Crow. So you have weathered your own storms as well. That's interesting that we had such similar cards come out. Oh, and they both have nines, 19 and number 9. Interesting. 9 is the number of the feminine divine, I believe. Um, you might not be in a place to accept their love. Like you might feel like there's a blockage keeping you from accepting them into your life completely. This could be from a mother wound with the mother here. It could be something generational, like traumatic, something that happened that you're just like not ready to receive their love yet. Okay, I'm gonna pull out the tarot. Gotta sniff your decks. If you're not sniffing your tarot decks, you're missing out. Especially if you like the smell of like old books and paper and stuff. That new deck smell, nothing quite like it. Alright, we're gonna look at maybe one more good shuffle. Alright, the dynamic between you two. We'll take that one. The King of Pentacles. Alright, we'll see if we can fit them all on the screen. I'm not quite sure we will. If so, then I'll clear the oracle cards, but okay. How you will meet. What will be attractive to each other. Oh, another tiger. Tigers must be really important to you guys, and it's a white tiger too. So cool. Alright, the intimacy between you two. What will that be like? The Princess of Swords. Ooh, some dirty talk. Okay, and the potential of this relationship. I think I'm gonna pick this one. The Wheel of Fortune. Okay. Okay, we have a full board of cards. Look at that. So, the dynamic between you two, the King of Pentacles. You are going to be resting with each other a lot. You're going to recharge your energy. A lot of your hangouts might just be kind of like spent quietly together. Maybe just like watching TV or watching a movie, maybe playing board games or something, or just cuddling and napping. There's just a lot of rest happening between you two because the other person recharges your battery, and so you just kind of like just being next to them, getting recharged, as if they're an outlet and you're plugging your charger into them. Um, they might also treat you with luxury with the King of Pentacles here. The King of Pentacles is a symbol of wealth and abundance and control over your life. You might feel a little bit out of control because of like how much you like them. Um, they they feel like they can be themselves around you. They feel like they don't have to wear the crown, they can set it down. That rhymed. Um, they feel like they don't have to be completely in control with you. They feel like they can rest and relax a little bit. They might be someone that has a leadership position in work or with their other friendships, and they feel like they don't have to be a leader with you. They feel like they can just like relax and be a person. How you will meet. Okay, or how you have already met. Um, I love this, the Nine of Cups. I think this is my favorite card in this deck, but I like Strength a lot too. I have a lot of favorites, but I think this one might be my favorite. Just the colors are so beautiful. I'll show you up close. The colors, the heart, all the cups. It's just beautiful. The Nine of Cups is the wish fulfillment card. So you might have an honest to God meet cute, like at a bookstore or a coffee shop, or a class or something together. Um, Circumstances will align and you will meet them no matter what. You don't have to worry about missing them. They will enter your life. It could be off of a dating app as well, but like you will know when you meet them that it's like, oh, you're special to me. You're going to be very special to me. Um, the attraction, what attracts you? Oh my gosh, everything. So I love that we have two tigers. That's so cool. Um, so you appreciate their hunters' instincts. Like you appreciate how they see what they want and they go after it and they're ambitious and that is very attractive to you. If I should have said this at the beginning, but if I'm describing a person and you're filled with like anxiety and dread, that's not your person and it's probably not your pile. So go ahead and choose a different reading. If you are being like, "Oh, I don't want it to be them," then it definitely doesn't have to be. Okay, I have to remember to say that in the other two readings. Okay. Um, they also appreciate how soft you are. They appreciate how nurturing and caring you are. We have the mother here, someone who is very compassionate and kind and nurturing and provides. This is giving me Empress energy as well. Femininity. You don't have to be a girl, but you might embody feminine energy. And I think they're really attracted to your femininity and how soft you are. Um, as someone who has dealt with a lot of garbage, with a lot of shit, um, they appreciate how real you are, how down to earth you are, how like grounded you can be, and I think you help them feel more stable. I think you help them feel more grounded, simply because of like your practicality and your down to earth nature. You could be a Taurus, but you don't have to be. Maybe another earth sign. I believe strength is Leo, actually, and the crystal is citrine. And then we have Wheel of Fortune, which is amethyst, according to the Crystal Tarot. But you are also probably attracted to the way they move. The way, excuse me, the way big cats move is so like it's subtle, but it's sensual. I'm moving my shoulders like a cat would, but you can't see me. But the way you move, maybe the way you dance, is really attractive to them. Um, and vice versa. Maybe going out dancing with them might be really fun. Um, yeah, the way you move and the way they move, especially when it's like they're heading towards something they want. Like if they're like approaching you from across a bar, you might just be like really, really like, oh my God, they're so attractive. Okay, and then the intimacy, we have the Princess of Swords in reverse. So I think they really like your voice, and it might really turn them on hearing you talk. So maybe some dirty talk. Um, and telling you or telling them what you want to do, how you want to do it, that sort of thing. They might also really, conversely, really enjoy silence and just the sounds of like your breaths and your moans. and everything like that, and the sound of you guys together. Um, we have a curved sword here, which is pretty phallic. Uh, so I don't know if anyone's working with that kind of hardware, but um, oh, this is difficult trying to describe things about intimacy while still being safe enough for YouTube. This is fun. So, the Princess of Swords is someone who can be a little bit brutally honest in reverse here. So, you might stumble over your words a little bit as well. It might be kind of difficult to communicate what you want in the bedroom. You might have like a blocked throat chakra, and they really want you to know that it's okay to say whatever it is you want to say. Like if you want to say stop or keep going or harder, slower, faster, that sort of thing. Like they really want to hear it. And it might be very difficult for you to oblige at first, especially if you're not used to communication in the bedroom. You might feel like it's kind of awkward or it ruins the mood, but I promise you it doesn't. Open communication, saying what you need when you need it is like sexier than being silent. Of course, of course. Um, they're just so like impressed by you and so happy to have you in their life. Not to put pressure on you, but they feel like you can save them. And not that you have to like save anybody or fix somebody, but they feel like you're like a really positive influence in their life. All right, and the potential of the relationship is the Wheel of Fortune with Amethyst. This is an interesting card. So the Wheel of Fortune is always moving. There's always ups, there's always downs, and that's just how it goes. The potential of your relationship is to really enjoy when times are high. When it's, I just heard Persephone from Hadestown saying summertime. So maybe Hadestown is important to you. This also reminds me of Hades in that musical. I recommend listening to it. It's really good. You're gonna sob. It's so sad, but it's really good. um, but the potential of your relationship is to really just enjoy the time you have with each other on this earth. This is just enjoying when times are good and knowing that when times are bad, you're still going to have a deep foundation with this person, with this love connection. Um, Let me get another card. The Six of Pentacles. Okay, so, ooh, I like that. What a cute. Okay, I'm really pleased with the spread of these cards. Um, Um, so the Six of Pentacles is wealth and abundance, enough to give back. So you will have an abundance of love and joy with this person. I think you guys mesh really well. I think your senses of humor mesh really well. You might be like, you might have like a dirty sense of humor, and I think they love that about you. Especially with this Princess of Swords in reverse. They love when you get nasty. And yeah, they're just like, yes! This is exactly what I want. Um, so we have the Six of Pentacles here, which is enough. You have enough to give back to your community. So you have, my bounty is as boundless as the sea. The more I give to thee, the more I have, for both are infinite, from Juliet. Um, you might feel like love is a renewable resource. The more you give, the more you have. Um, for both are infinite. I just can't get that quote out of my head. I said that in another reading too, I think on TikTok. Check it out, Lavender Gray Tarot. Okay, sorry to plug myself in the middle of your reading. Um, but yeah, when times are good, they're really good, and when they're bad, they're not that bad because you have this steady, well, steady flow of income for one thing. You're both going to be financially secure, so don't worry about that. You're going to have enough to live off of and then some. Okay, so I'm going to clear these cards. That reading went by like so fast. Let me know if anything has resonated for you. I would really like to hear that. Any sort of like or comment or subscription really helps me. Um, So thank you to everybody who takes the time to leave me a like, a comment, or subscribe. I really appreciate it. If you made it this far in the video, go ahead and leave your favorite heart emoji for the love reading. But yeah, I like the pink one with the sparkles. And we are just looking at some extra... You know, I don't have my Fairy Whispers deck with me. I might go grab it, but I'm not sure. We'll see how we feel after we read the meaning of these cards. Okay. Alright, what cosmic creature has a message for us today about this connection? I'll take this one. Are you kidding me? Another tiger? Okay, that is crazy. Oh my god, look at this guy. This is the same people who did the tarot deck, with that lineless color gradient. Okay, let's take a look. Tiger. Strength, power, majestic. Strong and majestic, the tiger offers you the willpower to overcome any challenges that come your way. Obstacles can test us, drawing out internal reserves we may not have been aware of. It takes courage, tenacity, and determination to reach your goals, and the tiger can help direct you when you have a clear idea of what your path is, accompanying you from point A to point B. Otherwise, the tiger advises you to choose what you focus on wisely. Although the tiger is powerful and capable of traveling far distances, it also takes great care in resting and prioritizing cycles of restoration. I was just saying that, like, you guys rest together and you recharge each other's batteries. Check your energy levels as you pursue your latest adventure. Recover when you need to so you can activate your fullest potential when you're ready. Rely on your primal instincts, and when the right opportunity comes, pounce. It's time to own your essential power. Okay, yes. So that is where I'm going to leave you, pile 1. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, comment, or subscribe down below, and I'll see you next time. Bye! Hi there, pile 2. If you chose this smoky quartz, then this reading is for you. So we're going to set out the oracles. We have black egg. We've got a little bit of iridescent shine on the circle here. We have the father. The mother came out in pile 1 as well. And then we have listening. So this is your person. And then for you, we have fish, the flame, and deep freeze, number 26. Let me see. I don't remember how I had it set up in the last reading, but this is probably good enough. Okay, so the father and the flame. So there is electricity here. There is like electricity here between you two. There is undeniable attraction. There might be an obstacle for you guys being together, like maybe you're co-workers or something, or you're working on the same project, or you're in a class together or something. Something extenuating circumstance is, is the cord in the way? No? Okay. But there might be an obstacle in the way of you two being together, but it is not insurmountable. It is just a matter of time, because you two are meant to be together. We have very strong energy, very powerful, and like I said, it's just like undeniable attraction between you two, and it's this feeling of like, well, why shouldn't we? Like, why not? Why can't we explore this with each other? So let's see, we have the father, listening, and black egg. And black egg is truth. It is the undeniable truth, and they are listening to you. So they might... Okay, the father is very protective, very masculine. They don't have to be a man, but they embody masculine energy. This is number 2, number 53. Oh, I don't know the Roman numeral for that. And number 26. I don't know what L is. That's really funny. Just completely outed myself of not knowing what Roman numerals are. But this is a little bit too tight. It was like squeezing my finger. Oh, I thought it would make a nice tapping sound, but it doesn't. Okay. Sorry for the sidetrack. I do have ADHD. um, okay, so we have masculine authority here with the father. We have someone who is a guide, a guiding light with the star here. Um, they are someone who can help you find your true north by like talking with them, by being around them. Your truth gets thrown into relief and you are able to be your full self around them because they listen to you. Maybe they love to hear you sing with this little songbird on the elephant and the music notes. Maybe they're a musician as well. But they really like listening. They love listening to music, maybe spoken word poetry, maybe rap. They really like it if you sing or if you make music at all. They're really into that, and it's very attractive to them if you are into music at all. Or if you like listen to the same music, like if they recommend a song to you, and you actually listen to it and talk to them about it, that's like it really impresses them and makes them feel really special and important to you. Um, because this is someone who doesn't lie, or at the very least, well, maybe at work they're like maybe like pretend they're okay when they're not, like that sort of lie where it's like I gotta zip myself up and go to work. But for the most part, they're a very truthful, honest person because they don't like being lied to, so why would they lie to others? Okay, and over here we have the flame, deep freeze, and fish, which is really interesting. We have fire and ice and water here. Um, and this is spirit with the circle. Um, so you are probably very tired. You are probably a very creative person and you might be experiencing burnout. Deep freeze is a call to hibernate, to lay down, just like physically, literally, just like lay your ass down and go to sleep and daydream and nap. I'm thinking of the nap bishop. Might have some work out there that you would like to peruse. Um, we have fish here, the flow of the water, the strength of your muscles as you move through the water, that depth, that subconscious depth as well, and the flames. So we have a lot of elements here. The flame is a spark of creativity, is the light, is the life, is the moth drawn to the flame. So fire is change, right? Well, all of life is change, but you are able to alchemize things into gold, um, if that makes sense. Let's get your tarot out. Using the Mystic Mondays tarot. It's so very pretty. Gotta give your deck a good sniff if you like paper sounds. Sounds? Smells. Okay, that didn't work. I feel like there's something that you two have gone through together, like some sort of sadness or cause for grief that you have, there we go, um, that you're, you're not maybe suffering, but it's happening together. There's something, can I get a card about this actually? What is this obstacle or this sadness that they are feeling together? What is this obstacle? Temperance in reverse. So this might not resonate with everybody, but maybe alcohol is an issue with you guys. Um, Temperance in reverse tells me you might be like in your cups or like giving in to your vices, and that's something that you two are working on. Okay. Why can't I shuffle, you guys? Okay. We are going to look at the dynamic between you two. What do you two like together? The Emperor. Very cool. Very cool. Um, so what you are like together is very powerful. You're a power couple. Maybe you bring out each other's masculinity as well. Maybe you're both like manly men or something like that. Um, we have him wearing a bear skin, so the protection and the maybe not the violence of the bear, but the ferocity of the bear is present here. We have his claws indicated here. So your dynamic is you're very protective of each other and you don't take each other's shit and you don't let anyone else give the other shit. You're very protective. You're very guarded like around them because you two are very special to each other. All right, let's see how you will meet. Oh, okay. I'll take the top one. The Nine of Wands. How you'll meet or how have you met already? Okay, so this could be at work with the Nine of Wands. Another card of protection, protecting what is important to you, going to bat for those that are important to you. So this person might like stick up for yourself in a situation. Like maybe you're getting like shit on by like people at work and this person's like, "Hey, don't do that." That's very specific and might not resonate for everybody, but you could be working on a project that has to do with environmental conservation as well. And you can see how passionate you are, both of you are, for the subject. Um, they might come at a time when your self worth is sort of low and you're thinking, like, nobody cares about what I have to say. Um, but they will show you that. Give me a card about that, please. The Three of Swords in reverse, yes. So this is coming at a time of great healing. You might have a lot pressing on your heart, just like a lot of pressure on your chest, emotionally or physically, um, that is um, just like maybe not giving you trouble, but just like is weighing on you. And so the Three of Swords in reverse is a release of that pressure, is a relief from this pressure, this aching of your heart. So you will know when it's them when you are healed from your heartbreak and you see them and you're like, I could start something new with this person. The attraction between you two, the Ten of Wands. So you both are very hard workers and you kind of let work get the better of you sometimes. Um, the Ten of Wands in reverse, similar to the Three of Swords in reverse, is a release of what you've been holding on to. This is a release of heartbreak, a release of um, responsibilities that aren't yours, a release of burdens that you get to set down because the Ten of Wands is about having built up a life or a project or a part of your life or a job or a career or something like that. You've built this up only to realize that maintaining it isn't worth what you're getting out of it. And so there's this, and that could be about a relationship you're currently in, where you realize that the work you're putting in isn't worth what you're getting out of it. And that's sort of like a difficult message to hear. Um, but can I get a card about it, please? The King of Swords. Okay. So this person that is entering your life is maybe isn't going to save you, but is going to really help. And the King of Swords is someone who is clear thinking, has a lot of clarity, someone who speaks the truth with this black egg as well, someone who goes to bat for those who need, is very quick and clever with his words. The swords is the element of air, so that's intellect, our communication, how we express ourselves. The King of Swords cuts through the bullshit, maybe literally. Um, not literally. The King of Swords brings clarity. That's the word I'm hearing is clarity. And so you might meet this person and realize, like, oh, that's what I deserve, is someone like that, someone who's going to go to bat for me, someone who sticks up for me, someone who is good with their words and is honest and clear cut with what they say. I want someone like that. Oh, I meant to say this earlier, but if I'm describing a person or a dynamic and you're like, I don't like that, this is giving me anxiety, I don't want this person, then obviously you don't have to claim this message. You can try another pile or another reading. I forgot to say that, but let's see, what else do we got? Oh, backwards. Okay, what your intimacy is going to be like. Let's get a little bit spicy. If I can, I'm getting like mad at myself for how poorly I'm shuffling. I'm getting frustrated. Does anyone else have trouble shuffling cards? I feel like because I do it so often I should be good at it, but I'm not. The Six of Cups in reverse. Okay, some DDLG maybe. Look it up if you don't know what it is. DDLG, but the Six of Cups is about nostalgia, about looking back to your childhood and remembering how things used to be, in a better or worse light than how things actually happened. I always think of a tea party with the Six of Cups. You could be having a party and be drinking a little bit with these two full cups here. Um, you might get really emotional when you have sex with this person, which is totally okay, and they might just like hold you as you maybe cry or just have an emotional moment, and so it's going to be very sweet. It's a very, very sweet feeling. This person, you still good? Okay. This person, really cares about you, and you probably really care about them, and so you do your best to please each other in the bedroom in a way that feels authentic and truthful to you. Um, Excuse me, I yawned. I think you really like being called baby, or both of you might really like being called that. Um, you might get like very like cute in bed too, like like that. Um, you might get very cutesy like that, while still being sexy. Let's see, the potential is judgment in reverse. Okay, a release of judgments of your past. You are going to heal so much from your past, from the wrong you've done. You're going to heal. And you are going to make amends with yourself and accept yourself as you are, including your past. But you're going to be able to let go of your past and be able to see yourself in a new light. See yourself as a bright, shining character in the story of your life. You are the main character. I think you need a little bit more of that energy in your life. Sorry, more of that main character energy of being like, I deserve somebody who's going to take care of me, who's going to nurture me and protect me, someone who is going to recognize the light within myself and how creative and brilliant I am, someone that I can rest around and I don't feel like I have to be on eggshells around them. You deserve flow and creativity here. Okay, let's clear these cards and we shall move on to the cosmic creatures. Okay, and grab the book. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate everyone who takes the time to leave a like, a comment, a subscribe. All of that really helps me. If you've made it this far in the video, please comment your favorite heart emoji. Mine is the pink one with sparkles. Yeah, I just feel like it's just like the right time for you two to meet and start a relationship or deepen a relationship if you're in one already. Alright, what cosmic creature has a message for us today? What cosmic creature has a message? Right, this one? Owl. Very cool. I'll show you up close. I love this like lineless color art. It's by the same people who did the tarot deck, Mystic Mondays. Oh, passed it. Owl. Wisdom, intuition, foresight. In the darkness of the night, the owl keeps guard, its eyes glimmering with clarity and impenetrable wisdom. The owl sits perched between reality and the veil of the unknown, often delivering messages between the two worlds. The owl connects you with your intuition, allowing you to see what others cannot. By turning on your dormant instincts and awakening you to your pure power, the owl enables you to see through deceit to reveal the truth of the situation at hand. The owl asks that you pay attention to synchronicities as your spiritual team communicates with you on a much higher frequency than before. You will have to explore what avenues they are using to speak to you and learn how to interpret those messages. If you dedicate yourself to this task, you'll find that you are never alone and have always been guided on this path. Trust your innate wisdom. The magic resides within you. Very cool. So pile 2, that is where I'm going to leave your reading. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please leave a like, comment, or subscribe down below, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Hi there, pile 3. If you chose this strawberry quartz, then this reading is for you. Now, I forgot to say this in the intro, but if I am describing somebody or a situation and it fills you with like anxiety and dread, then that's probably not your pile and not your person. So if you're feeling like, no, I don't want this energy, then check out another pile or a different video. So let's get started. We have eagle, the fault line, and stuck in the mud. Okay. And then for you, we have bee, the siren, and home. Okay, let's see here. We have 2 air elements here. Okay, so you might be struggling with racing thoughts or even mania. And I feel like you are very seductive with the siren here. And I think this person is very drawn to you. We have this brilliant yellow color here in both of these cards. Yellow is the sacral chakra, so there's this feeling of connecting to your sensuality, to your sexuality, and I feel like you guys just have this undeniable attraction, this electricity between you two, and I feel like you think the same way, like your thoughts like follow the same pattern as them, and you might be like finishing each other's sentences or like saying things that the other person is about to say. You might just be sort of on the wavelength. I think you've done a really good job at finding a home for yourself. Like you might be a homemaker and have just like really made the place you live in very beautiful, very cozy, very you. And you might have had troubles before with finding homes and feeling at home and finding a house or an apartment. You might have had struggles with that, but I feel like you have overcome those struggles and are now in a very homey place. We have this beautiful door here, and it looks like it's like in the trunk of a tree. And the sign says welcome life. Very interesting. We have a clock, we have an owl. We have a little fairy down here. So you might also be near a forest or a nature preserve or something. You might be just near a lot of nature, and it might be really good to get out into that nature and like take a walk in the forest or along the beach or whatever part of nature you find yourself in. It might be a beach with the siren here. I have you also very connected to water with the siren. So I think you're just really vibing with the natural world around you. And this person here is kind of on their last legs, kind of like maybe not desperate, but like very much like I'm at my breaking point. They're very smart and clever and go after what they want, but they feel like there's an obstacle in front of them. So let's get into the tarot. sorry for cutting the deck so weird. I don't have a lot of room on the edge of this table. Okay. Okay, not too bad. Not too bad, Shuffles. Alright, the first is your dynamic between you two. Okay. I'll take this one. The Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so your dynamic is you make each other like really flustered. Like you'll be like flirting with each other and like really like get each other to blush, really give each other butterflies. You might just be like very like knocked off your center by talking with them. And you feel very like out of your depth with how like flirtatious they are and how flirtatious they make you feel as well. How you will meet or how you have already met. I'll take this one. Excuse me. The Ten of Wands in reverse. Okay, so you probably will meet at work or at your place of labor. It could be school. But you will meet them in a time of great relief. Because the Ten of Wands in reverse is a release of burdens, of putting down responsibilities that you don't need to carry. And so you'll find them at a time of like releasing stress, and you'll be able to welcome the love into your life. Okay, the attraction between you two. What is attractive about each other? The Seven of Swords in reverse. The fact that you are a truth teller, how honest you are is really attractive to them, and how clear cut you can be, and you cut through the bullshit, and they really appreciate that. They might have dealt with shitty situations in the past with like shady people that have been lying to them or just going behind their back. The Seven of Swords is the thief card. So they could have like physically been stolen from recently, maybe by a friend or someone they trusted, and they got like the rug pulled out from under them. And so they really appreciate how straight and narrow you are with just being like, I'm saying what I mean and I mean what I say, and I'm not bullshitting you and I'm not trying to lie to you or lead you on. I think they really appreciate how straightforward you are. And likewise, I think you really enjoy how they speak and like their mannerisms and their tone of voice, and just like the sound of their voice and how they speak is really attractive to you. I think they enjoy the words you say as well, enjoy how you pick your words and what words you choose to say and how and when. All right, the intimacy, let's get a little bit spicy. All right, I'll take this one. The Five of Swords. Okay, interesting. The Five of Swords. It's quite chaotic, this lovemaking. It is, I think, very intense, and I can feel like your foreheads touching, and a lot of eye contact, a lot of dirty talk as well. The Five of Swords is a conflict card, and so it's really interesting that it came out in the intimacy position, because there might be like some dom sub stuff going on here as well. I think you might, I don't know, maybe this person is a little bit more dominant, but they might be a switch. I'm not quite sure. I think they're dominant. With the eagle here, but you might at first find it quite difficult to express what you need in the bedroom, and even though you both of you enjoy how the other speaks, it might be hard for you to like speak up and be like slower, faster, harder, whatever, and but they want you to tell them, even though it's kind of difficult to sort of express yourself in the bedroom at the moment. Can I get a clarifier, please? The Queen of Wands. Ooh, toys. Toys, toys, toys with the Queen of Wands. They really like using toys on you and watching you use your toys on yourself. They really appreciate how experienced you are, at least in your own body, and they want to learn. Um, they want to learn from you what makes you tick, what makes you feel good, and they're really interested to see you take control a little bit. Maybe they are a little bit submissive. I think they're really appreciative of your power. And the potential of the relationship is Temperance in reverse. Okay. The potential is to get like completely bowled over with love, is to be completely thrown off kilter and just be like, oh, this is what love is. This is what good sex is. I was holding on to something that was hurting me or something that was dragging me down, and now I can find pleasure in a way that doesn't make me feel guilty or like I'm asking for too much. I feel like there's this release of tension. The Four of Wands, yes, celebration. Celebrating your body, celebrating the natural world, getting out into nature is indicated by the Four of Wands. This could also be toys as well. The wands I always take to be toys. So maybe you have 4 separate toys or something like that. Maybe going to a sex store and like seeing what they have on offer, because there might be stuff you don't even know about that would be really fun to try. And I'm going to pull one more card, just a general guidance card. This one, please. The Ten of Cups in reverse. How beautiful. So there is, setting the deck down, there is this feeling of deep emotions, a very deep well of emotions that you bring out in each other and you get them unstuck. They might have they might have come across a lot of obstacles in their past of like how to get to where they want, especially in love relationships. They probably feel like they're just like a natural disaster, honestly. And finding you with this like siren song of being like, hey, I'm real, I'm authentic, and I have done the work. There's this peace that is going to happen. There's this fulfillment that is going to happen. And I feel like you're going to learn how to love yourself through loving them. And you probably have a lot of self-worth and self-love already. I'm looking at this bee card here. Bees are very hard workers and they're very necessary to the planet, as we all know. And so there's this diligence that has been happening with how you approach love and relationships. This being like, I'm willing to put in the work. I want to have those hard conversations. And this eagle really, really appreciates that. So let me clear these cards. Do, 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 do. Oh, whoops. Sorry. My mistake. All right, and we're going to look at the cosmic creatures. Thank you so much for watching this reading, by the way. I really appreciate everyone who takes the time to leave a like, a comment, a subscribe. That all really helps me. If you have made it this far in the reading, please comment your favorite heart emoji. Mine is the pink with sparkles. Alright, let's see. What cosmic creature has a message for us today? Oh, okay, I'll take the top card. Penguin. Ooh, I don't know if I've pulled penguin before. Let's see what it says. Alright. Team Allegiance Network. There is order in chaos, and the penguin guides you to find your center in the eye of the storm. Find your people that both expand and ground you, trusting that you can rely on your community. The penguin is also a sign that your community could really use your talents, and you have a unique contribution to offer. Tap into your social network as you excel in connecting to others through different platforms, finding camaraderie in your commonalities. Teamwork makes the dream work, and nothing great was ever achieved alone. If you are building your dream, it's time to start assembling a team that can help skyrocket you into success while providing support and stability in trying times. It can be challenging to balance all your tasks, but the penguin is adept at adapting, reminding you that these moments are temporary, but the core of who you are will always remain the same. Okay, that is where I'm going to leave your reading, pile number 3. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, comment, or subscribe down below, and I'll see you next time. Bye!